Hello, my gorgeous Sagittarius. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium. And this is your weekly horoscope tarot card reading. And it's for you, my gorgeous Sagittarini. And it's in between the 19th and the 25th of September 2022. At the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you need to understand this, that you are going to feel ridiculously intuitive. Very, very intuitive. There is a lot that is going to be on your mind. A lot of signs that you're going to be able to pick up on, not only to pick up on, but to understand, like almost immediately. There is so much that is going to be coming to you from the beginning of this week, but purely what you need to understand here, it's something very, very specific. It's going to come to you. Something really specific is going to come to you. And I am talking about really powerful, psychic, very deep, intuitive message. Something very, very specific is going to come to you. You will understand and you will know exactly what do you need to do, which part of your life do you need to focus on, but at the same time you will understand that you have to put yourself as number one right now, because a lot is going to be going on around you, and your attention is kind of going to be grabbed every now and then, but you just have to kind of shake yourself up a little bit and just understand that you must put yourself as number one. It is to do with something very specific in your life that you cannot put on a side anymore. You must deal with this whatsoever. And that in itself, that very, very intuitive message, it's not just, oh yeah, intuitive message. This is going to make you feel really good about yourself. It's instantly going to kind of inspire you. It's instantly going to kind of like a really kind of make you feel very optimistic, but it's also kind of gonna put certain worries away, and you will know, like, oh my God, by you focusing on it and thinking about it, this is already changing things, let alone when you actually take the necessary step that is going to be needed. This intuitive message is going to give you so much strength, so much confidence, so much power. It's going to give you control over your life again. I'm not saying that you didn't have a control over your life again, that you didn't have a control over your life, but I'm just saying that you've lost maybe just a little bit control when it comes to you being direct as you possibly can with a certain people and certain situations in your life. You will understand the need to be direct, because it's all going to kind of boil down towards the specific problem that you're going to need to deal with, but it's involving somebody else in your life that you may not like to kind of talk to or connect to or reconnect to, because there is some kind of a karma going a long way back. But this is something that you need to deal with, because it's just kind of preventing you from living a life of luxury, because this is all about you kind of like a really living a life of luxury, not only when it comes to like your financial situation and doing the best possible thing when it comes to your finances, but at the same time, it's to do with your soul, it's to do with your spirit, and it's also to do with you almost immediately, like at that moment in time, kind of like a thinking, oh my God, what I'm gonna do now, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Your vibration is gonna start rising, so you will know that you're doing the right thing. And at the same time, when you find yourself thinking about certain plans, or how you're gonna get somewhere where you want to get after this moment in time, how you're gonna do this, how you're gonna do what you want to do, you are really gonna be something very, very unexpected, like, oh my God, something really unexpected. It's actually going to take place, something that is really kind of blow you away. It's gonna really surprise you, but in a good way, because that unexpected situation that it's also going to take place, it's also at the same time going to make you aware of like a very kind of negative stage of your life, very big problem, huge problem that was draining your energy so much. It's slowly coming to an end, and that in itself, it's on one hand going to really make you aware of the certain deception and the certain people that have been so dishonest and so horrible, but these people are not connected to your life directly, but I'm having a feeling that you're going to be looking at the situation on the outside, and you're going to be able to kind of understand something something and gather something, especially when it comes to dishonesty and people not being honest and people doing really strange and bizarre things. And this is going to be just, you know, like a very much something very personal to you, what you're gonna understand out of it. You will know that, you know, the step that you're going to make, that you're about to make, is like something that, you know, is just gonna like really take you away from all this negativity, and you know, and that was affecting you for a while now. And even more so, that unexpected situation that is actually going to take place, the best thing that it's actually going to come out of it, it's, you know what is the best thing? The fact that you are going to be able to kind of see completely different perspective now on your life, on things that you were doing, and also that in itself, the fact that you are going to be able to have a completely different perspective on your life after that moment in time, it's going to reflect on you knowing exactly what 1,000,000% slowly but surely, my lord, came to an end. And that in itself is going to give you a magical possibility and the ability, with all this strength and power, to actually cut something out of your life. But that came to an end anyway, so it doesn't matter. So it's just going to be all about this willing sacrifice that you are going to need to make. And it's all about you understanding, you know, that you've changed, you moved on, and now suddenly, you know, that sacrifice, normally you would be like, no baby, no, and now you're going to be like, yeah baby, let's just go for it. So you will know that the things are changing in the best possible way. And also, look at this. When I shuffle these oracle cards, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you see this? When I shuffle these oracle cards, this is really important moment now, because I know that this card is really going to, do you see this? It's about you starting to see beauty where you didn't see beauty before. It's about you finally carrying on with your life, and also like kind of realizing so much beauty around, you know, not only when it comes to the actual beauty, but it's all about the inspiration. Literally, like everything is going to be inspiring you after that moment in time. And that in itself, it's also going to be a really great sign where you're going to realize that, you know, what actually you have been through and how much it was affecting you, how much it was affecting your life. And ultimately, you know, it's like some kind of sadness is slowly but surely coming to an end, because I can see that you're going to accept this, some kind of a sadness, which is all part of that strength that I've actually mentioned to you earlier. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's like an opportunity. This is brilliant. The opportunity that you're going to have, it's only going to seem like something really tiny, something really little. No baby, no. These opportunities are probably the best things that can happen to all of us. Something that is really tiny, but it's just going to turn into like a life-changing moment. And by the time you get to January and February 2023, January and February 2023 are going to bring you one of the greatest revelations of your life. But this revelation, it's only going to happen because what is happening right now in terms of your own development, you are doing the right thing. So this is why you are going to be able to make such a big jump in your life, such a big step in your life. So pay attention to this opportunity that you're actually going to have at around the midweek, because that opportunity that you are going to have, it's going to seem like something really tiny, but it's so necessary, it's so important, it's so needed in order to bring that balance into your life. And what that balance is going to do, it's going to reflect on your development in general, but at the same time, it's going to really make you aware of exactly what important mind-blowing decision you're actually going to make. So that opportunity, it's also going to make you aware of like a really important decision. It's going to lead towards a really significant decision you're going to need to make. And this decision is needed, especially when it comes to your own development. It's going to lead towards you having a greatest celebration ever. And I've mentioned this before, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I've seen this before. That opportunity that it's only going to seem really tiny, it's important, I'm telling you, because it's about to bring that absolutely mind-blowing balance into your life. which is going to reflect on you being able to make like, oh my god, mind-blowing decision, but at the same time it's going to lead towards you having one of the greatest reasons to celebrate. And I'm jumping from one thing to another, especially when it comes to like getting to the completely different months. And I said this to you before, it's December 2022. I told you this before, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and I'm keep on saying this. The more you're able to understand and specify what exactly I'm talking about, the more you're going to kind of like a really, the bigger your wings are going to grow at this moment in time. Okay, so this is why this is so important. And I mentioned this before, that you're going to have a really kind of big celebration in December 2022. And now I'm seeing this again. And you see, this is all about the celebration, but also knowing that now you are laying the actual foundation for this celebration that you're actually going to have. You see this? And when I shuffle these cards, my gorgeous Sagittarini, when I shuffle these cards and I focus on that celebration, what celebration you're going to have in December, what celebration you're going to have in December. You see, what about that? Oh my god, you see this? You see, thank you spirits, thank you spirits, thank you spirits. I'm talking to you about celebration, and you are so in tune, my gorgeous Sagittarini. I'm so in tune with you because the card that I took out is all about the actual celebration, conclusion, which is going to lead towards an absolutely mind-blowing celebration. And this is not only going to reflect like on inspiration and you're feeling really artistic, you're feeling really excited, but this is also marking an important stage when it comes to you, like reconnecting with people in your life, but also those people that you have lost contact with that are meant to be in your life. They're also going to start returning after this moment in time. And this is a lot to do with your karma, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and you're doing the right thing at the right time. By the time you get to the last part of this week, it's all about you, just like, you know, it's all about you. It's like you are going to kind of do something, you're going to be working on something at the end of the week, something that you really enjoy, something that you really like, something that you really like expressing yourself with, because I'm talking about the moment where you're really kind of going to be, I don't know, it could be anything really. Maybe you're a painter and you're painting and you're just enjoying, you're like an artist, you know, you're painting and then you're like you're like expressing yourself in that way. You know, you are just going to be working on something at the end of the week, and what you're going to be working on, you're going to like this. You will be enjoying yourself. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is when we are working on a certain aspect of our lives and we are enjoying ourselves, we are creating a very special and very powerful and very sacred energy that in return it's like echoing back to us from the universe, like so much that it's on our mind, that is like kind of like a stack at the back of our subconscious mind, that it all comes out and something is going to come to you. Something is just literally going to come to you, and this is what this absolutely magical vibration is actually going to do. So it's worth to pay attention to what is actually going to come to you. Something that you're very good at, something about, you know, something that you're very good at, something that you really kind of like some kind of aspect of yourself that you find very sacred, you know, again, and this is going to be highlighted. It's going to be on your mind quite a lot, and you're going to be left with nothing else but some kind of contemplation, because that is going to kind of overpower other things. But this is absolutely fine. When I say overshadow and overpower, that means that it's all this is all bringing strength into your life anyway. So this is kind of going to point something is going to come to you, some kind of a sacred gift about yourself, something that you love doing, something that you kind of like maybe you have been neglecting a little bit, or you haven't given it enough like kind of like attention in terms of the actual putting more energy towards it, more energy towards it, more energy towards it. This is happening because your spirit is coming back home to itself. So this is nothing unusual. So you need to kind of like really pay attention to which bits and which parts of yourself you've missed, you know, and so now it gives you the opportunity to work on them, you know, but from the actual much elevated level, which is going to leave you with no choice but to contemplate. It's going to bring an important contemplation into your life. But once you find yourself contemplating, at the end of the week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, the only reason why you're going to contemplate is because, you see this? It's going to make you kind of contemplate, because at the same time you are really going to kind of, it's going to be kind of some kind of like how you're going to get there. Something is going to be putting you off, and at the same time, when you need to understand that it's all about the process of change that is actually going to start at that moment in time. When that change, it's actually the change that I'm talking about, is just like kind of going to really when it comes to that contemplation, you see, what you need to remember is, you know, why would you be doing things when it comes to that contemplation? What you need to remember is, above everything else, why would you be doing things in life that are making you feel bored, that are making you feel negative, that you're completely bored of, and you keep on doing the same thing and the same thing and the same thing over and over again, and you're not doing anything about it? So when it comes to that contemplation that I'm talking about, just remember, you know what, I don't want to do those things in my life that are really kind of making me feel really bored, that they came to an end. And this is the healthy sign of change. But then at the same time, it's on you to come up with, it's on you to kind of realize this, the stage that you're actually going to. So as soon as you become aware of that contemplation, sorry, I'm keeping on about, I know, as soon as you become aware of that contemplation, important thing is to remember is, why would you be doing things that are making you feel bored, and that you're bored of, that you know that they came to an end? This life is way too short, way too short. Make the most of it as much as you can, okay? This is what's important, because as soon as you get to that particular mindset, you know, it's all about this mind-blowing inspiration. It's not only about the inspiration that you are going to have, but at that very moment in time, you are going to give a birth to some kind of creation like that you're not even realizing. You're going to plant an important spiritual seed. Your spirit is going to, like, oh my God, elevate like a big mama. You know, your spirit is going to be rising. Your passion is about to be ignited. This is going to bring so much power, so much confidence, so much optimistic energy into your life. And it's at the same time going to really kind of it's going to make you feel so much better about yourself. You know, it's going to inspire you, and also you know, it's going to lead towards you feeling so strongly to make this powerful and really, really big move. You know, it's like a very kind of brave move. You know, it's going to lead towards a brave move. But at the same time, what you also need to remember at the end of the week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's like a basically, oh God, someone is going to be like kind of winding you up at the end of the week. And I don't like this. You know, someone is going to be winding you up. You're going to come across someone who's been through something so kind of difficult, and it's not necessarily a horrible person, it's not necessarily an evil person, it's not necessarily a vile person, but it's like a basically just someone who is going through something very difficult themselves in their life, and they're going to take this out on you, and you try to kind of understand that, you know, they don't, it's nothing personal, it's someone very close to you, so it's nothing personal. They're going through something quite weird themselves, so just remember that. But at the same time, when you come across that person in your life, what you need to remember when they challenge you, you know, like this, you just need to kind of be direct with them. I know that this is going to sound weird, just put your foot down, be direct with them, but don't kind of go over the board. And at that moment in time, something is going to happen, some kind of idea, it's going to come to you almost immediately. I know it sounds weird, but you will see how magically things are actually connected. You know, spiritual domino, baby, it's going. And what the spiritual domino is going to bring after you have this idea, you know, some kind of idea is just going to come to you out of the blue, perhaps because you're going to respond in the right way. So you must not bite back. You must not like scream or anything. Just try to elevate, be direct, but not like too much. You know, just like keep things leveled. You know, just remember that person is going through something really difficult, but it's still from you to be as direct as possible, but to not to hurt that person. And then karmically, magically, something is going to come to you, some kind of idea how to kind of like deal with a specific situation in your life that is just a kind of like, it's way too slow now and you want to speed it up. This is the idea that you are going to have. You will know exactly what you need to do. Okay, my gorgeous Sagittarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.